Peyton Harder, Jada Jensen among the standouts tonight for Atlantic in a win over Shenandoah. Ladies definitely had to earn it tonight, but now 4 in a row for your team. Just tell me about tonight's win. What are the thoughts?
First quarter we came out strong. Second quarter, not so much. Third quarter, not so much. Fourth quarter, we kind of just played some good defense and went out on offense.
Yeah, a big thing for us. When we go into each game, we're really focused on that 1-0 mentality. So we just had to take it one game at a time this week with 3 games this week, 2 of them being conference. We really wanted to focus on 1 game at a time, get in, get out, get the win, and move on to the next team.
The shots did not fall in the second period. I mean, 0 field goals. But then you guys come out third quarter, started strong. And I know that they went on a run, but then the fourth quarter, the shots were falling. What changed offensively?
Yeah, really, we didn't do anything different besides mix up some plays, but we just wanted to adjust ourselves, get moving on the court more. You know, we didn't need to switch up our plays or anything. We just need to focus on driving and playing good defense.
Talk about your night offensively. What did you do well?
Really just looking for our post players down low when Lene Green wasn't in. We wanted to get them the ball so they could score and put some up while she was out on the bench. Otherwise, basically just driving to the rim was a big thing tonight since threes weren't falling, and we just kind of had to just adjust to their defense.
Peyton, I know you had kind of a rough first half, and then late in the game when your team needed you to, you were able to find points. How frustrating was it to work through that, and for you, what changed down the stretch?
What changed for me was counting on what she said. When Lene went out, I kind of felt more confident, not really the big girl was in there. I kind of just turned and just went up, and it was in.
What are the thoughts on the way the defense played tonight?
I think we played excellent defense. We were rotating really fast. We came out on the shots and got the ball, turned it over.
Jada, what do you feel the keys were tonight defensively?
When they went on runs, we weren't getting down on ourselves, and we just played our game and scored our points at the end and came out strong in the beginning, and what really mattered was playing good defense in the fourth quarter and coming out strong in the fourth quarter.
4 in a row, tough contest coming up now, but how are you guys feeling at the moment?
Yep. We played St. Albert just last week, and we're excited for this conference game at home. Hopefully we have a big student section, big crowd to cheer us on, and we're ready for them.
All right, Coach, that kind of felt maybe a little bit like a slugfest, rock fight, whatever you want to call it. You can call it a win for your team tonight. Just what are the thoughts? What are the takeaways?
Yeah, well, I think it was guts tonight. Obviously, first half we were ice cold. Third quarter we were still ice cold. And they did a good job defending us. They had a great game plan. Coach Weinrich always does. We lost a little bit of the lead in the third, and then we just came back in the fourth and just kind of played. Our defense cranked up. We're only allowing about 38 points a game, and that's been the difference. So rock fight is absolutely the right term. But our girls just found the guts to win that kind of game.
I think you guys forced something like 31 turnovers. What were you doing defensively that gave them problems?
Well, we just played discipline 1-2-2. You know, I don't think it's a secret. Everybody knows that's what we run. It's our bread and butter, and we have length and we have aggressiveness. And then obviously they made some mistakes too. You know, our girls played well, but they made some mistakes, and that's basketball. But at the end of the night, we didn't make as many, and that's what got us the win tonight.
End of the game on like a 21-2 run. After the offense had struggled for the most part down the stretch, what stood out to you offensively?
Well, I think just taking the right shots still. The shots didn't fall, but, we try to teach these kids you shoot through slumps. You don't stop shooting. You got to keep playing. You got to keep taking the right looks and trust yourself. And I trust these girls in the big moments, and I just basically call the same thing and just keep them confident, and then they go out, perform, and make the big plays. You know, we got the ball inside to Harder when Green had to go out with some foul trouble. So those types of plays were big, and we made the right decisions when it came down to it.
Jada was solid throughout the night, and then Peyton late. You know, she had kind of struggled throughout the first 3 quarters and then stepped up. Those two being your leaders, how confident is that to see that from them?
Yeah, you know, I talked to Peyton at halftime when we're doing warm-ups and said, hey, you're going to have to take over a little bit in the paint. We can't not have a paint presence just because Green's there. We can't be intimidated. We got to play. And she just kept playing her game. She started to get those post positions. We were getting her the ball, and she was finishing. And then Jada just did a little bit of everything. Her first couple shots didn't fall. We just told her to keep shooting. Then she started driving. And, just patience and smart plays by your senior leader, and that's what you got to have.
It's 4 in a row now for you guys against some good teams. Do you feel like you're playing your best basketball?
I think we're playing good basketball. I think defensively we're playing our best. Offensively, I think right now the ball's just not going through the way we want. So I think when the offense comes back around, I think we will. But the biggest thing I want to say is mentally we're playing our best basketball. I'll put it that way.
St. Albert coming up for the second time in like 8 days. What are the thoughts going into that one?
Well, obviously, it's going to be a fun one. It's a great one over at their place. We opened up a big lead. I know they're going to have a good game plan. Coach Wentgill's a smart guy, and he's won a lot of basketball games. So it's going to come down to execution again. At their place, there were no secrets. We ran our 1-2-2 the entire game. They tried to go inside out the entire game. It's probably going to be pretty similar. So we got to make some shots, and it's going to come down to execution again and who can make the bigger plays.